Mastering Afterthought, boost your IELTS score to 8.0. Have you ever had a brilliant idea pop into your head long after a conversation has ended? That's an afterthought, and understanding this word could be the key to elevating your IELTS score to that coveted 8.0 band. Let's explore this versatile and nuanced term to enhance your vocabulary and boost your language proficiency. Word type. Afterthought is a noun, meaning an afterthought is an idea, response, or consideration that occurs to someone after an event or decision has already taken place. It often implies that the thought is secondary or less important than the main ideas that came before it. Word history. The term afterthought originated in the mid-17th century. It combines the words after, meaning subsequent or later, and thought, referring to an idea or notion. This combination perfectly encapsulates the concept of a delayed realization or consideration. Antonyms. Some antonyms for afterthought include forethought, planning, preparation, and premeditation. These words all suggest careful consideration before an action, which is the opposite of an afterthought spontaneous nature. Synonyms. Synonyms for afterthought include addendum, postscript, second thought, and hindsight. These words all convey the idea of something added or considered after the main event or thought process. Examples used in sentences. Let's look at some examples to see how afterthought can be used effectively in various contexts. The safety features in the car seemed like an afterthought, hastily added to meet regulations rather than genuinely protect passengers. Her apology came across as an afterthought, lacking sincerity and only offered when she realized the consequences of her actions. The author's final chapter felt like an afterthought, failing to tie up loose ends and leaving readers unsatisfied. Common errors in use. When using the word afterthought, be careful to avoid these common mistakes. First, don't confuse it with foresight or forethought, which are its opposites. Second, remember that afterthought is always a noun, not an adjective or verb. For instance, you wouldn't say something is afterthought. Instead, you'd say it seems like an afterthought. Lastly, while afterthought often has a slightly negative connotation, implying lack of proper planning or consideration, it can sometimes be neutral or even positive, depending on the context. Be mindful of the tone you want to convey when using this word. To truly master afterthought for your IELTS exam, practice using it in various contexts. Incorporate it into your writing and speaking exercises, paying attention to its nuances and connotations. Remember, a high band score isn't just about knowing words, but understanding their subtle meanings and using them appropriately. With afterthought now in your vocabulary arsenal, you're one step closer to achieving that impressive 8.0 band score.